Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Frost and Fire. So last episode, I got offered what seems to be an enticing quest, but I don't think 23 robots is worth dealing with for just the honor. And if we take a look at Grump here, Grump is just, as I think I mentioned before, not someone we necessarily want, as he's just going to be getting everyone pissed off. There's no way a nudist can survive on this planet because it's too cold or too hot, and he's a misogynist who likes to do drugs. So I'll probably be skipping that quest, but I did want to go over some feedback I received from all of you. One is that I'm going to be removing the roof on this chimney, which will help keep our freezer a little colder, and I want to start doing a bit of a redesign to the base. This base needs a redesign to be able to store our drugs not in our throne room. But I'm going to be redesigning a bit more than just that. I'm going to be changing the layout just a little bit, mostly cosmetic, but very, very functional, which is what I like to do. I also want to address the kill box over here, but I'll be doing that in a minute as well. So another comment was, why am I not making more beautiful statues? Why am I reserving myself to marble and marble only? I'll explain this. So one of the reasons is that silver and gold requires 10 times the material in order to make a sculpture. So if you take a look at, let's say, a small sculpture, which is the smallest sculpture I could make, it would require 500 gold or silver. That's quite a lot of gold or silver. That's about a third of all of my silver. I have about 1,500. And it is about, well, it's more gold than I even have access to. Even if I fully mined out this deep drill node of gold, I would still not have enough gold for just the one statue. And the problem with that is it's only a multiplier of 400%, which means that for one gold statue that would absolutely in every way possible bankrupt me, I could get that by making 3 marble statues, which would not bankrupt me. Most of the time, it is basically not worth making, you know, glorious gold statues unless you have just a mind-boggling amount of wealth. Which I do not have, I should add. Don't have a mind-boggling amount of wealth. So I'm going to be changing some of the layout of this base just a little bit, like I said, mostly cosmetically, and it's in order to sort of streamline the base. So the first thing I wanted to do is to move the smelter and the brewery out. Just get rid of it, just outside of the base. That does mean that some of my hops will decay, but I'm actually okay with that because I don't need to be storing partial stacks of hops. They're just not that valuable for me to store partials. So I'm going to be storing my wort and my hops in the butchery and not up here in my freezer. That's not the only change. Oh, come on, Bash. You could do it. Ah, it's good quality. Whatever. So we'll move those benches, and then I'm going to be moving a whole lot of other stuff. So just wait on that a moment. So another one I want to do is the stack of meds. I'm going to stick into the hospital itself so that we don't have to run for meds in the case of, you know, a medical emergency or something like that. Now that Bash is asleep, I'm also going to operate on him and install a bionic leg, and I'm going to be putting him in the hospital bed to do that. So, Raptor, go get the bionic leg. All right, Hippie, let's have you move the smelter for me. And then as the smelter's moving, I need to run cables to be able to power it up. All right, Sebastian has his leg. Good. So other changes I want to make, the drug bench is going to be moved over next to the hospital. I think that makes the most sense because that's where we need the drugs. Let me unforbid all this food. Gabe, are you going I don't even know what you're doing. Gabe, could you... Oh, JD's already doing it. Well, thank you, JD. Moving over to get more plasteel, and you'll understand pretty soon why. All right, Hippie, help me with the layout. You're my artist. You'll help with the decor. So over here, I'm going to be setting up a machining table. Actually, no. Let's not do that. So the tailor, the drug bench requires herbal meds, naturiamine, and cloth, right? I think we can all agree that that's primarily what it wants or needs. So we're going to put those shelves near the drug bench. And then, of course, our tailor here wants cloth. So I'm going to put the tailor and the drug bench near one another as they depend on the same resources. Whoever's moving the naturiamine, could you stop? Thank you. All right, changing of this door is not just cosmetic, it's functional. I'll show you why in a second. So this drug bench is going to go into my farm because the animals are already not allowed in there. So it's a perfectly good place to store drugs that I don't want the animals to get to. Then my fabrication bench here requires gold and plasteel, which I'll put here. Nope, carry that back. Where are you going with that? Oh, Phoenix, thanks. Then it also requires steel, which I'll put here, or actually here. And then it requires components and advanced components, which I will put here. But for that, I should have at least one advanced component. So JD, you are going to be cranking out some advanced components. And let me cancel these wall smoothing tasks because there's other things I'd like to do first. All right, so here's the steel bench. Ooh, cargo pods of gorilla meat. Awesome. If I could get Bash to start puking everywhere and start cooking, that would be awesome. Gabe, you are a hardy fellow. Let's have you go get some gorilla meat for me. Actually, I'm going to start cooking the fine meals again. So, next to the shelf that has the advanced components and components, I'm going to put the machining table. But I'm going to move a lot more things around, so bear with me. Then my regular drug shelf is going to go here. My machining table will go here. So the regular drug shelf, I need to remove from the animal zone so that the animals can't zone to it. And I'll do that now. So that would look something like this. Restricted animals, not allowed on that shelf. And that looks right. Pets inside. Actually, pets inside don't need to go anywhere over here at all. Sorry, Angelia, but you're not needed over there. And then unrestricted animal handling, again, not on that shelf. And then to the stay fortified zone needs to update to allow the research bench, because that's why Raptor's not been researching. All right, so now that we have this shelf here, this is going to be important for advanced components. Where did JD go? JD, haul that advanced component into the shelf. And then this will also allow regular components now too. So there, the fabrication bench has all of the requirements. Now, there's not enough space to put in tool benches, which would speed up the craft speed. There's just not space in this tight area to do that, but I'm okay with that. It's just a, you know, it's just the way it is. All right, so the machining table and the smithy get moved. These beds are going to be moved a little bit as well. Then the stools can be placed. And then the chairs that I just manufactured, although I still need one more, are going to start to be installed in my throne room, which I will change the layout a little bit too as well. I think I like the cleaner layout. I like it a lot. Okay, you can sleep. Don't work till you drop. Over here, we'll switch back to simple meals as Bash prepares for fine meals. How much more meat do we... Okay, we got a little bit more meat out there, and how much time does it have it on it? That's the key. So a day and a half. We're gonna want to haul that in promptly. So Gabe, oh, you're making rice. Okay, you're off the hook. What did you just do? Bash, did you feed a pet? I don't know what you did. All right, Hippie, if you're free cleaning trash, let's have you haul gorilla meat instead. We have a bulk constrictor flying overhead. That is awesome. Insect meat or insect jelly, you are going to be moved from here to here so that we can sell it. Bash, let's have you start hauling that. And remove the roof so that we can sell it. Don't trigger the fire foam popper, that would be annoying. All right, Hippie, did you just haul the 29 meat? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. All right, you're going to be going back there. Phoenix, you help haul the insect jelly as well. I'd like to get it sold before my animals start to eat it. Who else is available to do work? All right, JD is cranking out the crafting. Gabe, you're playing horseshoes. Guess what? You're going to help haul. Okay, there we go. All the insect jelly has been moved. These chairs need to be installed. Raptor, you need to go talk to the bulk goods trader. So, bulk goods trader, hello. We would like to sell you a ridiculous amount of insect jelly beyond your ability to buy all of it. Swamp raptor hide, I'm going to part with as well. It's just not that important. Power claw. Eltex would be awesome for me to own. I'm not going to lie. It's just a little pricey. I'm going to part with the toque, the good quality toques, the harp, the steel bed and bedroll, the double bed. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff. What can I buy off of you? I can buy cloth. I will buy the cloth because I want to get floored up. That would be nice. And marble blocks for the art. Thwunk. Yep, it makes a thwunk noise in my head. I don't think I missed anything all that important. I think that's a pretty good trade. So now the effort of going to make the throne room nicer. I do have an inspiration that I can drop on Hippie with Raptor. So I'll get that done. And she has inspired recruit, which is probably the most useless thing I could possibly inspire. So that's cool. Bash made a, okay, not good enough chair. And as you can see, the beauty of my throne room is climbing. It's just going to require a little bit more than where it is now. Let's not refuel these for a bit. So another change I wanted to make is to my kill box. My front turrets, I would like to set up a bunch of plasteel ones for additional security. So I'm going to build 7 plasteel turrets and double up the amount of turrets I have protecting me and my base. A big change, to be sure. All right, Hippie, you, now that we have a crazy amount of marble that I just bought, have at it. Get sculpting. Good luck, and don't make it terrible, because you'll be judged. She won't really. Okay, there's a little bit of meat left out here. Phoenix, you're gonna go haul that. Thank you. Thank you kindly. And Hippie and Bash just broke up. Oh, man. All right, you know what? No, I'm not allowing it. So, what caused that? Hippie asked Bash for a breakup. Hippie said a word about food to Phoenix. I don't know, but obviously this will not stand. So I'm going to use words of love to try to get them back together. Raptor, the relationship therapist, to the rescue. Okay, so this stool here should be put down here. And we still trying to get one good chair out of Bash, who's now uninspired due to his breakup. I feel bad. Another security measure that I could do is this one. So the Resmec serum is a pretty precious object, and I would like to protect it. And I'm going to be protecting it by putting it in a pod so it can't be targeted for a angry bashing. You know, some sort of mental break. And that way, you know, it is harder to get accidentally destroyed. So, let's put 1 fuel in here because it doesn't really need to be fueled. So set fuel target 1. Yeah. Sorry, Bash. I'm working on it. Then the Resmec serum. And that will be loaded away. Protected. Cool. It's not ever really going to launch anywhere. That's kind of not the point. All right, Raptor, you stay sitting on your throne room. So that you can build up the Psi Focus to get these 2 lovebirds back together that had a fallout about food or whatever. I don't know. But I don't like it. I'm going to fix it. So if we are installing a new row of turrets, the new turrets, actually I'm going to have the uranium turrets get pushed forward and the plastil turrets be the ones in back. I'm going to want to figure out, okay, so the new max range on these is about here. And then we're going to want to lay out additional redundant power for them. So it will look something like that. And I'm going to have to correct the old power. So we don't like it anymore. We don't want it there anymore. And then I'm also needing to correct the home zone. Okay, so they are on that. Wouldn't be terrible to have like light here where we're smelting. Oh, all of these turrets going to be flicked off and then moved when the other turrets are moved. And this doubles my mini turrets, which really increase the, you know, my defensive perimeter considerably, I would like to think. All right, words of love. Hippie for Bash. Okay, so if we take a look here, she now has feelings for Bash that she did not otherwise have. And Raptor's going to sit on the throne, trying to gain more psi focus to do the inverse, Bash for Hippie. And play Matchmaker for better or for worse. Hope it works out in my favor. So once I'm done with all these turrets, I would like to then focus on getting Raptor's bedroom up to par. So that we can do the Ascension ceremony. And then also increase my impressiveness. But let's forbid this for now, just because I want to work on my perimeter. My security perimeter. Because having twice the mini turrets will feel real nice. Okay, Bash is really in the dumps because of the divorce and forced shared bed. You know what I could do is I can have Bash not force share bed, but actually Hippie initiated the breakup, so Bash gets to keep the bed. That's usually how I do it. So there he is. Hippie now sleeping in the hospital. She might not like it, but she did trigger it, so. We have got all the advanced components for another piece of Bionic. I haven't really decided exactly what I want, but I usually value legs over arms. It sounds like a very weird thing to say out of context, but that's generally my thinking. If you can't run away from your enemies, you're dead. Whereas arms, I mean, they're useful. I'm not going to say they're not, but they're not as useful as legs in RimWorld, in my opinion. Although having no arms does make you considerably useless. As all you can do is feed yourself and that's about it. But, hey, you know, I'm not trying to be ableist here, I'm just analyzing the game mechanics. Okay, we definitely have the ability to crank out some smelting. Let's take a look. You are... No, don't walk away from that. Soon we'll break down all these old cables and that will sound and look amazing. Raptor is almost at the 50% requirement for the words of love. It's getting pretty close. There it is. So now we have all of the new cabling laid out. And if we take a look at the home zone, it looks right. If we take a look at the cabling, I'll explain why. I think it should be apparent to many of you, but why? When a turret explodes, it explodes in a 3 wide radius. 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, if this turret exploded, it can't damage the turrets around it. It can't damage its power because these cables here, this vertical column of cables and this vertical column of cables carries the power. So an exploding turret can't turn off the power and it cannot damage its neighbors. And that's why I lay it out like this. And then also all of these turrets are within the minimum and maximum range of my autocannons and the minimum and maximum range of my slug turrets. So enemies that are bashing up these turrets can be attacked. Oh, we have a mech hive. Well, perfect way to demonstrate. Okay, so this mech and this mech are kind of close to our entry. Oh, we have insect jelly that I forgot to haul in. But now it's more about what kind of mechs are they. Okay, so centipede. All right. I see. More centipedes. A lancer. A scyther. Oh boy, and I have a big old. Yeah, I have a problem in my base. These doors are open. So, Gabe will run for that. Actually, Phoenix will run for that. Gabe is a shooter. He should be available to shoot. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Have you guys go out to the kill box. Now let's take a look. So we've got a scyther in the south. Done. Got this centipede here with the inferno launcher. Got it. We got a lancer that landed next to our deadfall traps, and it's coming in now. It's going to be the first one in. We got a lancer here. We've got a centipede up north with a heavy charge. Another centipede with heavy charge. A lancer. And that's... Oh, we do have a lancer inside our own walls. So, Bash and Phoenix, go deal with that. And then that means Raptor, I'm going to have you close these doors. So I would like to minimize the amount of uranium usage to destroy the centipedes. Ideally, either using Berserk to have them fight one another, or using my sniper rifles to plink them from a distance, a safe distance, and get rid of them that way. But I'm not going to risk the lives of my colonists by not committing forces to my defense. So Raptor is racing this scyther here in order to close these doors, but the doors behind him are already closed, so that's fine. This centipede is coming straight on in. Hippie. Switch weapons. Gabe and JD can barely, but still can functionally outrange a centipede. And then Raptor, when you're walking back, switch guns as well. All right, so here they come. This one has... Oh man, so much of my marble landed out there. That's annoying. This scyther has turned around, so it is no longer trying to sneak in. Maverick, that is not restricted animal zoning, like, at all, dude. I'm glad I saw you. What the heck are you doing? Stay inside. Stay inside. Turn around right now. I don't know what he was doing. That was really strange. He's not set to escort. And the restricted animal zone, as far as I can tell, does not allow him to go anywhere where he was. That is very, very strange. I think he's hungry? Or she, rather, is hungry? I don't know. I really don't. Okay, Scyther has broken out. Okay, never mind. I'll just repair that wall. This Scyther's going to go the long way. Focusing on the battle at hand. We've got our shooters at the ready. And I'm going to speed time up. let's get you guys behind some semblance of cover. And I'm still going to try to not to rely on uranium if I can help it. All right, Bash, you do what you want, man. You do you, because I can't have you mental break on me. All right, shut up, turn on and shut down. Draw them in close. So we're going to be dealing with a little bit of fire here. The uranium turrets themselves are not flammable, but of course the cabling underneath them are. That's just all the more reason to have the dead power separated out. And to have multiple redundant live power. Alright. Dropped a whole bunch of plasteel too, thank you. Is this a scyther? Okay, that's a scyther. So let's go try to put these fires out. Raptor, I'm going to be using water skip. It's rare that you get to, so enjoy the use. We do have a scyther coming up on us, so let's turn all the minis on. One mini got... whatever. There's like an extra turret somewhere that got turned on. Alright, next one is a Lancer, so I need to be in cover for that. It's just, there we go, get back, get back. Alright, the Lancer luckily is shooting at my turrets. What is the 15th turret that turned on? I can't even find it. There's 14 turrets here, but 15 turned on. What? Which one is it? Ah, who cares? Okay, let's draw this one in closer. You guys stand here. Raptor, you're probably heat stroking, so I'm going to send you inside. All my guys should be staying inside, actually, when they're not drafted. Now, instead of taking forever with my sniper rifles to slowly kill off these centipedes, I'm just going to do it the quick and dirty way with my turrets, because I don't want to spend the rest of this episode plinking at centipedes. So what enemies are left? Just those two centipedes. Got it. Bash, what are you working on? Just smelting that slag. All right. I'm sorry. He's in a bad mood. Okay, draw them real close. Oh, okay. You're gonna be cheeky like that, huh? Alright, you stay powered off. And volley! One down. Oh, it's just outside of the range of my autocannons. So let's turn all these off and draw him in closer. Come on. Come on. Everything on. And whoa, hippie, get cover. He is dead. Okie doke. Everything off. Double line volley of turrets, whatever you want to call it. Quite nice. So now, unrestricted. Stay fortified for raptor so he doesn't venture out too far and get fried. My animals can go back on unrestricted hauling. Unrestricted hauling can include this stretch. And that looks about right. Nice. All right, we want to make repairs to the turrets and everything that got destroyed or damaged and rearm them, of course. And then I'll work on the flooring. I'm also going to need to spin up the machining table because we're going to have a lot of mechs to grind up into dust. Hippie, you're almost... No, actually, just finish this. Come on, masterwork. Nope. Normal. Oh, God. Hippie. Yeah, whatever. Okay, Hippie, before you go to sleep, switch out to assault rifles. They're better all-arounders. Okay, beauty here is extremely impressive. And just a little reminder of the requirements here. We need to get it up to... No, not for Baron. For Count, we need to get it up to 160. And we're up to 152 with dirt. So we clean up the dirt. 153. We're going to need to make a piano. And what else are the requirements? I think 2 more columns, if I recall. Yep, 2 more columns and a piano. This fire foam popper can be left out. I'll put it here. Fire foam poppers are a little ugly. That doesn't really help that much, but every little bit counts. All right, we're making good progress replacing and repairing. Bash, you're gonna stay up a little longer. Actually, I shouldn't pick on Bash. He just had a bad breakup. Oh, maybe a little work will do the body good. I don't know. That might be true in real life, but I don't think it's true in RimWorld. Oh, Cauterize can't rescue anymore. Bash, guess what? You are going to be prioritized on animal handling again. I think part of the problem is there really isn't food for Bash to train with. So I think that's part of the problem of getting the training going. All right, these coolers probably don't need to be so far into the sub-zero anymore. We'll have them be 2 Fahrenheit. Which is still plenty cold. It's cold enough to even stop infestations, but we don't need it, like, ridiculously cold. All right, checking up on these turrets. Most need a little bit of rearming, but they're not damaged. And these aren't damaged either, so let's get flooring the bedroom. A gorilla is hunting me. Oh, neat. As you can see, it's not exactly fair because I can go through shortcuts that they can't. Come on, gorilla. I'm like waiting right here. Oh my God, don't just be in there. Oh, Jesus, come on now. And manhunt. If it's possible to tame it, I might try. I have a lot of food for gorillas. And hey, it's possible. I need to tend to it very quickly. So in fact, let's do an animal sleeping spot right here because I don't think it's going to require it. Yeah, no, stop. I don't know if it's going to survive the long walk to like a rescue zone. I didn't know that there were gorillas out here, so I'm going to try to tame it with Bash. I'm going to stop most of the bleeding, or all the bleeding. And now, while it still needs a little bit more tending, I'm going to unrestrict and rescue the gorilla back to the base. Gabe just sewed more flooring. So now it's easily tameable here. Let me just tend the rest of it. I don't want to feed it because taming it will feed it. It has an itchy scar now from probably, yeah, from JD shooting it. But hey, you know, it sort of picked the fight. All right, we have a lot of marble that should be hauled. Actually, you know what I could do? Let's do priority hauling again. So priority hauling will be... will allow my pets to be in the beds. And... I'm just going to sloppy paint. But also, right here. So animals, priority hauling. And then the area one can be removed. And now all those pets will try to do is to haul. Could you haul this meal back, though? Raptor, how is that Words of Love going? Bash for Hippie, wherever Hippie is. Where is Hippie? Where is Hippie? Hippie, where are you? You're probably right under my nose. No, I actually don't. I don't know where Hippie is. All right, Hippie, you are... oh, there you are. So, bash for Hippie. Another way to sort of fix this is recreating. So if they're recreating, they're probably going to be in the same area and able to interact with one another more often. So there they are. And if you take a look at their relationship here, they no longer hate each other. So there's a possibility of recovering their relationship. But I'm not going to try any further than just using Words of Love twice. If it doesn't happen with double Words of Love, I'm not going to push it. It's just probably not going to happen. Which is sad, but these things happen in real life. So they can happen on the Rim. Yes, so the priority hauling is definitely helping. Maverick is hauling that in awesomely. If that's a word, it's not, but I'm going to make one. And then also we have another thing for a toque and a parka. We just sheared the gorilla. We sheared Maverick, and Maverick is now, you know, that wool can be used for winter clothing. Which is awesome. Yep, priority hauling working to my favor. It's because there wasn't enough room out here for the marble to be dropped. So we just kind of, it went out to both drop zones. Not ideal, but it happens. All right, Bash is back to training. And with any luck, we can train the other gorilla and have a breeding pair of them as well. Would not be a terrible thing, I don't think. Would be pretty nice. Only 330 of my marble is left out there. And all of this marble, because marble is really only useful for beauty. All that is going to be, you know, for, well, beauty. Let's put animal hauling out here as well. But maybe not where the slag is, so they don't bother with a trip for the slag. All right, Gabe has definitely brought our plasteel amount up to a respectable amount. So what I'm going to do is have Gabe come out here and do the same for uranium. Uranium, in a way, is even more important than slag because uranium is what powers up our uranium slug turrets, whereas the, you know, the plasteel is just for, you know, other construction projects. All right, Gabe, there you go. Get us uranium. And there's the toque and the parka. I think the parka was good. No, excellent quality parka. That's awesome. And a good quality toque. He could do better, but excellent parka is going to be a game changer. Oh no, come on. You trained him and you made him drop the marble? That's just so counterproductive. All right, this gorilla is still in pain shock, but should be pulling out of it pretty soon. 92%. And I think pain shock sits in for these creatures at like 90%. Oh, 85. So when that drops to 85%, it will regain consciousness and be trainable again. Okay, we're almost done with the carpentry. If that's the case, I am going to stop planting cotton after this current batch of it is harvestable. The throne room is at 53. So Raptor's requirement for a bedroom here. Let's take a look for counts. Bedroom requirements, 30 tiles, impressive 80. We've passed that by flying colors. All fine floors, yes. Royal bed, yes. End table, yes. Dresser, drape, yes, yes, yes. So this bed meets his requirements. This throne room does not. So I'm going to have JD start working on the piano. He has a shoot frenzy for one more day, so it's a possibility that Raptor gets another word of inspiration on JD when his current inspiration, gets decays or whatever. I don't know. He gets rid of it. All right, as far as structures go, it might be wise to replace my old columns with new ones. So there's a little bit of beauty in that, as I'll demonstrate. So these old columns are a beauty of 9, as you can see. And these new columns that are made of marble, because now we have an excess of marble, have a beauty of 12. It's not much, but every little bit counts in my book. The limestone blocks have not been hauled, but the marble just finally got finished. So the priority hauling can remove marble. And that, my friends, is all the time I have. So I do hope that next episode I manage to finally get the throne room ready. I would like Bash and Hippie to get back together, but again, I don't think it makes sense for me to truly force it, because the ways I know how to force relationships back together are a little evil, and my guys aren't all that evil. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell, everybody.